Well, what's going on, guys? So, since I got premium, I decided to do some stone refining and see if there's any profit in that. While I was doing that, I did this started about 1 or 2 days ago. And right now, my goal is to get to 100 for a depth stone cutter. And that requires crafting a lot of Travertine block. Also not only because I just want to get the level up, it gives bonuses to all the other ones. So if I want to do like focus refining for like higher tier stone, which is probably the most profit based on my current calculations, this gives a focus 30% or 30 bonus focus cost efficiency refining any kind of stone. So I wanted to start with the cheaper ones and then work my way up to see how much focus refining I could eventually get. Now in doing so, which is why I wanted to make this video, I wanted to make as many Travertine blocks as I could. Now Travertine is pretty cheap. I've been getting it for like 15 to 20 silver each. And so that's not even the issue. It's only cost 2 Travertine. The sandstone block seems to be around 90 to 100 usually silver. So I was trying to determine whether it's better to just buy the blocks for 92. So then my cost would be 92 plus 40, which would be for the 2 Travertine. Or go ahead and try to craft the sandstone block myself. So the sandstone, and I put together a spreadsheet here. So this is Bridgewatch because I get the bonus. 33 to 34% resource return rate bonus. So right now in Bridgewatch, for the limestone block, I could buy the block for 30, or I could buy the limestone for 43, and then the cost after bonus would be 27. So realistically, it's better to buy limestone, even though it's cheaper, because you get the slight bonus. So I think it's like actually 36.7 is the bonus. So it only cost me 27 per limestone. And to make a limestone block, it's just 1 limestone. So 27, instead of paying 30, I'm paying 27. So it's a little bonus there. And then for the sandstone block, I could either buy it at 90, or if I craft it, if I buy 2 sandstone, it's about 43. Per. I think it's around 42. I don't know. It's close enough. So 43. I have a calculation here where it's 43 times 2 is the 86 plus the 27 will give me 113 as a cost. So if you're saying, oh, I could buy the sandstone block at 90 or make it for 113, it's better to buy it. But with the bonus, the cost per bonus, which is 113 times the 0.633, which is the 37% return, it's actually cheaper to just craft it yourself because of the bonus, and you'd be making with the bonus about 18 without any focus, just 18 alone per sandstone block. So for a test video, I want to go through and buy as much sandstone and limestone as I could and see how much I can make in an hour with sandstone block. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that. Just buy up all the sandstone, buy up all the limestone, and the longest or the most costly thing will be the time going back and forth from the refining station. But I made a separate tab in my bank to start storing all the sandstone block, and I'm going to try it out now. So I'll see you guys in a little bit. Now you can see this increasing as we're crafting, and the not problem, but this is overstating what the block is actually worth. So if I go to split, it's saying it's worth 101. It's really worth 90. So it's increasing, but it's not as much as this. So I'll do the final calculations at the end. And I noticed that while I was buying the sandstone, it actually is rising to around 50 because there wasn't enough quantity, but it's still profitable. So I'll continue doing that until it's not profitable anymore. But but we'll see how many more sandstone are on the market. In addition, there's about a 3 silver per fee, per sandstone block fee. There's no fee for the limestone because it's tier 2. And yeah, I'll do the calculations at the end, but we're still making a profit. So continuing along. And in addition, I didn't mention this before, but I put a buy order in here for 39. It's actually cheaper than the 43. So even though I'm paying 45, it's still averaging to around 40. What's my break-even point here? 50. So even if I spend 55 minus the 3 for this per silver, so I'd say I'll stop 50. I'll say 50 is my limit, maybe 51, 52 if there's no more. But we're going to continue along, continue buying these and seeing how many we can do in the hour. Alright guys, so I used the pork pie here for just for 30 minute timer, as well as some more max load. And let's see here how many we got in. So we got 15,000 approximately sandstone blocks in half an hour. So I'm going to go ahead and do the calculations in my spreadsheet and see what we came up with after 30 minutes of just crafting tier 3 sandstone blocks and see what our profit is. I'll be back after I calculate it. Alright guys, I am back, and overall it looks like in about half an hour, almost a little over 200,000 per half an hour, so about a little over 400,000 per hour just by crafting sandstone blocks, which is pretty amazing considering you don't need any spec for it, no focus. It's literally just using the bonus of Bridgewatch, the stone bonus here, in order to craft the sandstone blocks. First by crafting a limestone block from limestone, which gives you the 27. And then approximately, I would say anywhere from 39 to 47. And this is kind of high of what I usually see it at. But the buy price was 44 per for the sandstone. So that's 88 plus the 27 gives you the 115. And then once you craft that, the limestone block and the sandstone, you're getting only 73. So that's where the 73 comes from. And I'm selling it for 90 per. The nutrition cost is about 3 per, so you got to factor that in. That's the cost to use it as on the public stone refining place, which I was refining at. So profit per block is about 14 silver per, and it doesn't seem like a lot, but when you multiply it by 15,000 in a matter of 30 minutes, that's pretty solid. Now I could easily just go to the market here and sell some sandstone blocks. But my goal right now is increasing my tier 4 spec, eventually getting to granite and slate. But right now I have all the sandstone block I need to get the next, and I'll probably craft the rest of these just to get rid of them. But I have 9 levels left to get to 100, and then I could start focusing on the rest of expert and then master. And then I could use my focus based on my spreadsheet here. Right now, probably, marble and basalt, if that's how you pronounce it, would be the most profitable, but I haven't got there yet. But right now, with profit, with focus, I'd probably be getting, ideally, if I just buy the product here in Bridgewatch, and my spec's not even great, but I still can get around 87,000 per day on refining for the focus refining, which is not great until I get the better spec and I could start doing more or get exceptional granite from Martlock. And that's actually another thing I want to touch on. I got this 400,000 an hour, and that's not even with getting stone from Martlock, which is the cheapest place. Eventually when I get a mammoth, I could transfer tons of this cheap sandstone over, and you could probably get even more an hour. By that point I would have graduated to the higher specs, but I just wanted to show you guys, for any new player, you don't need any specs, no focus, and you can get 400,000 plus an hour just by buying and selling sandstone blocks. As I mentioned, I'm going to keep mine with all my travertine that I have here, and then refine that into travertine blocks from my spec. And then also, because I want to use the travertine blocks to craft granite blocks, and then so on and so forth. But that's just my goal. If you guys want to just make the profit, you could easily just refine that with no spec and no or limited spec, because I think you do have to get to like tier 3, which takes a very short amount of time to be able to even craft. Yeah, journeyman refiner. Doesn't take much to get there. I don't even remember if it took anything. Maybe like 1 or 2 crafts. In any case, that's the video, and hopefully you enjoyed it, guys. I'm sure other people have made tons more money. I'm just starting out, and I saw this little bit of profit in the in my crafting materials, and I wanted to share it with you guys. If you have any tips for me, feel free to let me know. I just started stone refining, and I'll make videos as I learn more. So as always, thanks for watching, and feel free to comment below.